What's up, everyone? Welcome to another short review. Today's is going to be quite the big set. I've been wanting to review this for some time. This is 75292, the Razor Crest, the titular ship from the Mandalorian, or the main ship, I guess. It is, yeah, I said the number. It has 1,023 pieces. It retails for $129.99. So definitely overpriced, at least $30 overpriced. But it's because of the tax and the fact that this is a Mandalorian set and whatnot. This is well, it was the biggest set in the line. It's now the light cruiser. But this is one of the main sets of the Mandalorian theme from LEGO. And it is probably one of the best ones, in my opinion. Although the minifigure selection could be a little bit better, just a little bit. But we've got the big old tanky ship in the back. We'll take a look at that in a minute, but I'd like to focus on the minifigures for just a little bit. I actually put the carbonite pieces over here. They're not really minifigures, but they kind of are. It's complicated. I just count them as such, but you cannot. It's whatever. It's up to you. We get 5 of them. I mean, technically 3, but we get little Grogu, the child, Baby Yoda, whatever. He's pretty common now, but this was the first set he came in, so that was a big deal back then. And also, this set is a 2020 set, so I forgot to say that. It's still out. He's pretty cute. He's basically just a Lego baby with, a new headpiece and some printing. Pretty dang adorable. And very collectible. Of course, probably the main reason why you want to buy this, maybe. Although you can get him in cheaper ways, like the buildable figure, Baby Yoda. We also get the Mandalorian, the main character of the show, and this is based on his first armor, so the Durasteel, not the Beskar, although you can get him in other sets with the Beskar. He's got his, his pulse rifle. His detailing is exquisite, but not as detailed as Boba Fett, but that's obvious. He does have a cape, which is a new style of cape for him. He does have back printing. There is no face. It is just a black void. But that's because, again, LEGO didn't know Pedro Pascal would be shown without the helmet. And the helmet is awesome. It's the same piece as other Mandalorians like Boba Fett, but it is simpler, but it works. Very detailed, and yet simple. We get Greef Karga, who is one of the main characters of the show. He's played by Carl Weathers, and he is great, although I wish he had leg printing or like a cape. But other than that, he's great. He's got 2 guns, pretty cool color scheme, pretty detailed. He does have back printing, which is okay. And he does have 2 faces, the only one that does. He's got this angry, and then he's got this happy one, which is cool. Very nice exclusive figure. This is based on his Season 1 appearance. We also have IG-11, which is amazing. The bounty droid, of course. And he is very collectible. He's also exclusive. Yeah, he is different to IG-88. He is different. He has a new head printing. Other than that, he's basically the same. But nice inclusion regardless. We get a biker scout, or if you prefer, a scout trooper. And I wish we got 2 of these guys. I wish we got 2 of them, but I guess it's okay. He's got a little baby gun, because that's what they carry in Return of the Jedi. He does have a face. His helmet is ridiculously excellent. He does have a face, no other face. The printing is just phenomenal with him, so no complaints with him. Again, just wish he got a second one. I also wish we got Kuiil in this set. That's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. We also get 2 carbonite bricks. These are representing the bounties that the Mandalorian has frozen, so that's cool. These guys have been trapped, so he's getting paid for these, so that's cool. You can also store these inside the ship, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. So those are the minifigures. Again, I wish we got Kuiil. He's one of the main ones. I'm kind of baffled that he's not here. I kind of wish we also got another scout trooper, but that's okay. Maybe it would have driven up the price a little bit, so it is what it is, whatever. So we'll take the figures, put them aside. We'll put the carbonites aside over here. So we can zoom out and take a look at this big old thing, which is just awesome. The Razor Crest here is just so phenomenal. It is kind of chunky, but like that's how it was in the show. So that's cool. I love this front look. At nearly every angle, it looks so great. Like there's a lot of stickers though. There's these ones on the engines. There's pretty much everything that you see like a design, it's a sticker. So all of the outside is like made to look like it's beat up and old, which it is, and that's cool. This right here, this is something great. This is a printed piece. It's a new piece for the set, and it does have a print on it. It's like a cockpit, almost like a World War plane. Like that's what reminds me of. That's cool, and it just kind of goes down there. There's a lot of features to this. You might be able to see the spring-loaded shooters. If I zoom in, well, if I try to zoom in, they're right there. And they're like the red bolts, and if you want to push that down, the way to fire them is there's a grill on top, and you press that, and it goes flying. And what's really handy is, if I put this back in, well, if I try to put this back in, if you go over here, there is a panel on the side, and if you pull that down, well, that's not supposed to be there. If you pull that down, there is storage space for more of those bolts, so you can, store those up and you don't have to lose them. And because I pulled that down, this entire ship can pull down every panel. Look, every single panel can come down on this thing, and you've got full access to the inside, which is just, you don't get that with Star Wars sets anymore. Like, you never get the space that you want. It's very rare. Like, on the Millennium Falcon, yeah, you get that. But it's rare for sets these days to have such a massive interior. Like, just look how great this is. And if you move it over here, this reveals another feature. So right here, that is the spot where you put the carbonite blocks. I'm not going to put them in there because it takes forever to put them in there, but you can slot them in there and then they stay mostly. Unless you rattle it, then they fall out. But what's really cool about this set, in particular this design, is the fact that you can open the entire, you can fold all the panels down, or if you wanted to make it more accurate to the show, you can have the landing ramps look like this. So if you fold up this part and this part, now they're actually ramps like they are in the show. So if you want to get Mandalorian and stick them on the ramp, that's more like how it was in the show, which is cool. And this is accurate, and I like that. On this side, you might be wondering what is in this part. Well, it's actually the personal quarters for Mandalorian. So it's his bed, essentially. So, if you want to take Mandalorian and put him in there, there's a couple studs, and there's some details with stickers in there showing some different equipment. If you want to put Mandalorian in there, you might want to flip up his cape, and you can actually flip that up and make it as a blanket if you want to. That's what I do when I put him in there. But the cockpit, I wanted to get to that as well. I love the way this is angled. It just looks so good. And to get access to the cockpit, you essentially pop this off. And this is the cockpit piece I was talking about earlier. That's great. And this has a bunch of little clips, 2 of them. And they if I can show you, you can see those 2 grabber pieces in there. That kind of attaches like that. And it's not fully connected, but it's connected enough so that when you put it in there, it won't fall off, which is great. There's only 2 seats. I don't know why they're red, they're bright red, which doesn't look very good, but oh well. There is one printed piece in here other than this cockpit. It's the little cheese slope piece. It's the same thing. You've all seen that before. You can fit 2 people. You could probably fit Baby Yoda. You can probably build a little thing for him. That's what I did. But this actually hides another feature. So if you lift this down, this can fold down, and there is room for more weapon storage. So you can put either the Mandalorian's gun, or you can put a spear, like I've done, and another bolt. So you can store 4 different bolts in here. That is just amazing. And if you look down in there, there is actually a hole, so you can see down in the space down below, which we were just looking at, which is cool. And I think there's one last major feature. It's on the top. This is going to be kind of hard to show, but I'm going to get this out and take you on the top of this thing. This is what the top looks like, and this is what I was talking about with these triggers for the blasters. That's what you push. You push those grills, and then they fire. There's the back of the ship, which looks pretty good, actually. I like all the vents. That's cool. But this is what you're wondering. What is this? Well, this is an escape pod. Yeah, that's what it is. And you can actually take this out. Well, you can attempt to take it out. And it's only attached with one little stud. And here it is. It's pretty awesome. This was in the actual ship, but it was never used in the show. At least not yet. But if there's a Razor Crest 2, that's probably where it'll be. It'll probably be used there. But essentially, you pop this off, and there's a hole, so the character, whatever character you put in here, will be able to be seen from the hole. So you can see them in there. And then, there's some couple studs. You can put a minifig in there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And there's also little thrusters, too. And that's pretty much the last major feature. It kind of just slots in there. And you really don't know it's there. You don't know that it's like an escape pod unless you really know about this set. There's the back with the engines. And yeah, these engines are really cool to build. This whole thing was a really fun thing to build. It's just really fun. Although I will warn you, if you're going to buy this, be a little bit careful, because the first 2 bags are kind of stressful, because you're putting all this Technic frame, and it's very difficult. So just be careful about that. Also, one last thing, the whole thing rests on the ski pieces, which unfortunately those do not retract, but at least they're there, so that's nice. But that's really, I think that's it for this set, this short review as well. I think I covered everything. Pretty sure I did. I would definitely recommend this set. I give it a 10 out of 10. It is absolutely outstanding, especially for the first version of the Razor Crest. I think LEGO did a great job. It just looks really accurate, really faithful, and really fun. That's really what I think about this set. Let me know what you think. I will do slightly longer videos on this to show my full thoughts on it. But I hope you like this one, and stay tuned for the next short review. Hope this wasn't too long. I tried to make it as short as possible, but I thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments section. I will see you there. Take care, and have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.